Back in Cincinnati for the Braves and the Reds, it's the finale and the rubber match of their three-game series. Kevin McAlpin coming to you from Great American Ballpark. Hope you're having a great Thursday. The weather here is not promising for tonight's series finale. Rain, thunderstorms in the forecast pretty much all afternoon, all evening. A light mist is falling right now. And as you can see behind me, the tarp has been on the field pretty much since we left the ballpark last night. Matter of fact, no more than got up from the post-game locker room reaction last night, back up to the press box, and it was pouring. It was coming down sideways here last night. So fortunately, they were able to get last night's game in. It was rainy, but it wasn't anything hard enough to stop the game. Now, I don't know if they can say the same here tonight. A lot of heavy rain and thunderstorms are expected to move in about 6 o'clock, and first pitch is set for 6:40. So stay with us right here on 680 The Fan, and of course on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We will keep you posted as soon as we hear anything about any delays or postponements that could be down the line here for the Braves and the Reds. Again, as I mentioned, a couple of right-handers tonight. Julio Teheran, Luis Castillo will be the mound matchup. We'll tell you about that and what to look for as far as the Braves offense is concerned. A little change to the lineup tonight, and we'll tell you about that in just a moment. Braves are looking for a rare series win here at Great American Ballpark. They have not been easy to come by. Matter of fact, over the last 10 series the Braves have played here in Cincinnati, they've won 2 of them. So they're looking to buck that trend here tonight with Julio Teheran on the mound. Again, weather permitting at 6:40 p.m. Eastern. And it's a big day for Ronald Acuna. Today is the 1-year anniversary of him making his Major League debut. Coincidentally, it happened right here in Cincinnati at Great American Ballpark. You recall in Game 2, he hit a home run, and that was coincidentally caught by a Braves fan in the upper deck here, not too far to my left from where I'm coming to you from on this big steamboat out here in dead center field. So again, Ronald Acuna, his first year in the big leagues, all he has done has hit .295 with 28 doubles, 5 triples, 32 homers, and 80 ribbies. Now, going back to the All-Star break last season, all he has done is had the second most runs in the majors. 70 runs scored since the All-Star break last season. Also, the second best OPS in the National League, third most hits in the NL, and the 5th most homers. He has gone deep 25 times since the middle of July last season. So Ronald Acuna Jr. bursting onto the scene in a big way, and he has certainly lived up to the hype, to the expectations, and he has not crumbled under any of the sophomore slump pressure or the added weight on his shoulders of signing that $100 million deal. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect him to. He's a cool customer, he's calm, and he provides a ton of energy to this ballpark on a nightly basis. So congratulations to Ronald Acuna Jr. celebrating 1 year in the major leagues here today. Braves bullpen, tip of the cap to them last night, 3 1/3 scoreless. And again, as I mentioned, Josh Tomlin inherited himself a major problem coming in with the bases loaded and 2 outs last night in that 6th inning, but he got the ground ball to get out of it. And of course, Luke Jackson, who was much maligned after that opening day outing in Philadelphia, where he gave up 4 runs, 10 1/3 scoreless innings for Luke Jackson with 15 strikeouts. His stuff has been really, really good. He's become the go-to guy out of the Atlanta bullpen here with guys like Biddle and Sabatka scuffling here lately. Luke Jackson has looked good. Dan Winkler looked solid as well last night. And A.J. Minter came in with a 2-run lead and slammed the door, and the Braves were able to shake hands. And again, they go for a series win here tonight, and those have been few and far between here in Cincinnati. So the bullpen getting the job done. Julio Teheran will look to follow up what the bullpen accomplished last night. And it's really bizarre. You look at the numbers. 2-1 for Julio, a 5.61 ERA. But it's really bizarre. Coming off an outing in Progressive Field in Cleveland over the weekend, he gave up 5 earned runs over 4 2/3 in that Game 1 of the doubleheader on Saturday. He's allowed 16 runs this season in his first handful of outings. 9 of those 16 runs have come in an inning and 2/3 stretch in Coors Field and Progressive Field in Denver and in Cleveland, respectively. Other than that, he has been really good. Slider has looked sharp. It didn't look as good last time out, but his two-seamer has had a lot of late life on it. Slider has looked sharp. Changeup and curveball have looked good as well. So really, take away an inning and 2/3, and Julio has been really, really good. Unfortunately, those inning and 2/3 still count. And again, I thought his stuff was better in Denver than the final numbers would show. Really not as good in Cleveland over the weekend, and he'll be looking to turn that around here tonight. Again, weather permitting, as the Braves take on Luis Castillo and the Reds. One lineup change for the Braves tonight. Ozzie Albies gets the night off. Of course, we've seen Ozzie at the top of the Braves order the last a couple of weeks rather. Nick Markakis will be in the leadoff spot for the Braves. First time since May the 16th of 2016 that Markakis found himself leading off. That coincidentally was the final game of Freddie Gonzalez's tenure as the manager of the Braves. Of course, Brian Snitker took over the following day in Pittsburgh. And you know the rest of the story. Brian Snitker, the reigning National League Manager of the Year for a reason. He's done a great job with this bunch, not only last year, but the first couple of years, the final couple of years of that rebuild process. So that is what to look for from an offensive standpoint. Again, look behind me. Nothing's changed, unfortunately. Some of the guys getting some early workouts here, and the skies are getting darker as you look to the west. So we will keep our fingers crossed. Maybe those showers can break up, and we can at least get 5 or 6 innings in. The Braves can hop on the bird and head back home and get ready for the Colorado Rockies coming to town for a 3-game series starting tomorrow. So look forward to seeing y'all back at SunTrust Park for that 3-game set starting tomorrow night. And again, stay with us on 680 The Fan, online, on air, and we will keep you posted as far as any developments we hear about the weather here in the Queen City. Appreciate you tuning into our daily rundown as always. Again, for The Fan and Braves Radio Network, I'm Kevin McAlpin. Have a great Thursday night.